up, everybody? Back at it again. Another Turbo 460 video. Wanted to say thanks for all the new subscribers and everybody watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to making some more Turbo 460 content and hopefully another project soon. So this video is going to be based on my engine crankcase pressure, breathing, and the PCV system. So right now I have a filter. It's a Vibrant filter on the driver's side valve cover with this. That's like a soup can I cut just to be a block for the rain and water and whatnot coming through the hood vents, and then maybe coming through the front, so it's just not getting a bunch of water inside the valve cover there. Works actually really well. And then on this side I have a PVC valve off of a 2.3 liter turbo Ford 4-cylinder out of like the turbo 4-cylinder Mustangs and stuff. So that valve does really good job of not letting crankcase pressure into the valve cover, but also allows it to breathe. And then that is connected to a hose that runs right here to this catch can. The other side of the catch can is connected to this fat hose here, and it runs all the way down there deep. You can see it. There's a baffled or a valved Moroso crankcase evacuation kit. So as the exhaust gases go by that valve down there at the bottom, it creates a vacuum and pulls vacuum through this hose, and then to the valve cover. And the other side is just vented to atmosphere. So the problem I'm having is that grommet right there is leaking a little bit of oil, not a ton, but it is leaking some. And then some oil is coming out of this filter just from in the high RPMs. It doesn't happen unless I'm like wrapping the thing out. But when I get up in high RPMs, imagine those roller rockers are moving around a bunch. There's some pressure getting there because the rings are gapped pretty high for boost. And then we get a little bit of crankcase pressure mixed with oil, and it kind of aerates the oil and comes out. So it's just a mist kind of. It's not bad. It's definitely not like when I had cracked my two pistons and I was getting a bunch of blow by. But if I stick my hand underneath here, I just get a little bit of oil. But that oil is building up a little and running down. You can see some there. It's not enough to puddle, but it's definitely leaking onto the, like, it's not even getting on the exhaust. It's not smoking or anything like that. It's just enough to make it a little bit damp. And then I'll get some oil on the back of the block. It still isn't dripping in the driveway or anything like that. Like, I'm not getting any drops down here. So it's not terrible, but my plan is to go pick up, I'm gonna run to the junkyard, get some new EFI valve covers. These are aluminum. I'm gonna weld a 10AN fitting where that one is, and then I'll run a 10AN line, same from that valve, so I'll get rid of that valve there. I don't think I need it anymore. And I'll run the 10AN line to the catch can. And then this side, I'm going to weld the 10AN fitting on. I'm not sure exactly. I think this filler neck is actually steel, and it's pressed in. So I'm going to look at that. I might block that off there and then put a 10AN bung in the back and then run that also to this catch can. So both will be going to the catch can and then pulling vacuum. And I have another catch can I might use that's vented as well, so that way there's no chance of crankcase pressure building up. So it just has a filter right on top of the catch can here, which would allow it to breathe. It wouldn't let the vacuum, the Moroso vacuum system thing, wouldn't suck as well. But I think that's probably a better option. I don't believe I'm getting crankcase pressure too badly right now. I think it's mostly just aerating the oil from the rockers flying. But I am getting a little bit of oil in the catch can, which makes me, shows me that this is pulling vacuum because it's sucking the oil from here up and around. With the way the engine is kind of rocked back a little bit, I think I'd be better off putting the crankcase here. So instead of back there where the oil is going to collect more. So I think I'm going to weld that hole shut and then put the fitting up here or on the front to run to the catch can. and then I'll do that on both sides. I like that idea. I mean, the engine isn't leaned back a ton, but there's definitely more oil puddling in the back of that valve cover in that corner than it does up here. So let's go to the junkyard and get some parts. All right, guys, this is my happy place. All the Fords. Let's see here. We got a lot of good stuff in here today. They got 4 new OBS brick nose Fords in. There's a 460. It's covered up with all the emissions garbage, but the valve covers are there. Let's see if there's any that are already taken apart. I don't have to go do so much work. There's a 2-wheel drive. Looks like an F-150. Yep. Keep looking. There's another brick nose, it looks like. Might be a diesel. Pretty nice tip it's got on there. Oh man, I love this place. It wasn't a diesel. And it's got a lot of stuff out of my way. I think this is the winner right here. So this guy, it looks like he's got a diesel exhaust on it. Let's see if it's got the knobs. Nope, they're gone already. We got a decent looking 5.3 here out of a Suburban. Should probably pick up some spare coils. These look good. I need to pull one of these whole engines out and just take it home, clean it up, get it running. Throw a turbo on it. Got an old big block. Oh man, so many things. So many things to look at. Just absolutely love this place. Some little tiny guys. I wonder what those are off of. They look homemade. Oh, buddy. Here's another brick nose. It's like a 351. Yeah. It's a shame. Some of these trucks are actually pretty. Look at this guy right here. K5. That shouldn't be here. That definitely shouldn't be here. Dang. Another brick nose. Lots of brick noses. Holy cow. Oh no, this is a bull nose. Little Street 6. That's one of the ones I've been thinking about doing. Throw a turbo on there. There's a dude talking smack on one of my videos, saying he got 600 wheel horsepower with a straight 6. And see if I can do the same. I don't believe him, but maybe to the flywheel, not to the tire. All right, let's go pull those valve covers. Well, I forgot to bring a mallet or rubber hammer, so those other ones are stuck on there pretty good. I'm gonna check and see if there's a better pair over here. All right, gents, so I did pretty well. I got the first truck I picked out, I couldn't get the valve covers off. They were just glued on there, so I moved over to another truck, and I noticed these ones had been painted blue, so I suspected that they could come off. Maybe somebody had rebuilt the engine at one point, but anyway. So they're, I was looking for the screw-in style for the PCV valve, but none of the trucks out there had it, unfortunately. But these have been painted blue, and they're just got to clean them up, and they're pretty darn dirty. But the gaskets on the valve covers here are in good shape, and yeah, they're not that terrible, so I can make them work. I'm also thinking about maybe chopping them and adding a little bit to rise them up a little, but we'll see. I may end up just fabricating my own in the end. But so while I was there, I also picked up a new water neck. These are kind of neat how they have the casting where I can drill it out and tap it for a sensor. So thinking do a pressure sensor, and I'll data log the pressures in the coolant system to see if there's any spikes, maybe from a bad head gasket or detonation. So it could be a nice little safety feature. I also grabbed a bunch of these clamps. I don't know about you guys, but the ones that they sell at O'Reilly's, they always break on me. They're never good, but these factory Ford ones, they're legit. So I just grabbed a few of those, I'm going to drill and tap this guy and put a pressure sensor probably on this side so it's a little hidden and doesn't hit my fuel rail. And then clean these guys up and do some welding. I'm pretty excited about this. Guys, thanks for watching. This is just going to be a part 1 of 2, maybe 3 videos, doing some fabrication, welding some aluminum. You know, just this fun little side project till I can get myself a new project vehicle. Still really want to find a Bronco. Been looking hard. They're expensive for what they are. So we'll see. But thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you have the time. I appreciate it.